There's a really fun sequence in the film where the secret ninjas get to see a lot of martial arts movies sort of back to back, really fast. And I just wondered if there were any martial arts movies or monster movies that were particularly influential on you for Ninjago.
Oh yeah, I mean so many. We spent, we watched countless martial arts films. I mean, I think certainly and obviously the Jackie Chan films, specifically I think ones that we looked at for this film or rewatched in my case, Project A, Snake and Eagle Shadow, Super Cop, the Police Story, Drunken Master 2, a lot of Jackie's stuff we looked at quite a bit, just the way that he approaches action and from a comedic standpoint, but we looked at it from the way that we lensed it and the way that we used the camera. We looked at a lot of that stuff. Wu Ping's Wu Ping's movies, Tai Chi Master and Shaw Brothers. We were just like obsessed with Shaw Brother movies and Shaolin Assassins and 36 Chamber of Shaolin and a lot of other movies with Shaolin in the title. But also, monster movies. Obviously, Godzilla and Mothra versus Mothra's influence on this film, and giant robot films, anime stuff that I'm so into, and Pat Labor and Evangelion and even like Johnny Sacco, Giant Robot. All of these things made their way into this film and just influence. We looked at that stuff a lot. Yeah,
and talking about the giant robots, the mechs look brilliant in the film that Garmadon and the ninjas kind of travel around with and used to fight. If an ambitious sort of Lego builder wanted to have a go, could they actually put those together? Yeah.
In fact, the one of the production designers, Simon, and his son built some of these mechs, like the actual piece for piece, like the full scale versions of some of these mechs, Kai's mech and Zane's ice tank, and Cole's the Quake mech. And we built them. They're massive. I should say, massive. It's like Cole's mech. It's about that big, the actual one, but which is I guess seems tiny. I remember saying to Justin, like, oh man, we designed this mech, the Garma Mecha Man. It is huge. This thing, it's like this big. And he was like, what are you talking about? This big. But for Lego,
in Lego terms,
it's
huge. Yeah. And I love the look of Whoo, the way you could see sort of wear and tear. I mean, he says himself at one point he's super old. And
he's been around.
Kind of see that on his beard and his neck a little bit and on his costume. I just wonder if you talk about incorporating those kind of details for the look of the characters.
Yeah, and that's, we make these movies with a stop motion aesthetic with the actual bricks. We model each individual brick, and we add. These aren't like brand new bricks that have just come out. These are bricks that have been played with. So they've got all the details, including the serial numbers and the Lego logos on them, as well as scratches and nicks and the decals and the even the decals have width to them, and they have a different texture as to the bricks. So all these are individual bricks that are then we build them in the computer and in the same way that you would build the bricks like if you were going to build them at home.
And as well as the look of the film being very imaginative and inventive, as it was with the first two movies, the sound and the music is also, there's a lot of surprises there. And at one point, is it the Wilhelm scream that you used over and over again, that first battle? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, it's just a sort of a inside joke to filmmakers. This scream that's been used in countless films, and we wanted to use it and overuse it for that scene, just as a sort of inside joke, nod to film.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been used quite like that before, so I enjoyed that moment. Charlie, congratulations on the film.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!